The release of Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40K is still in development purgatory, leaving many fans with nothing but their imagination. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Jean-Jacques Annaud's Enemy at the Gates, 2001, 2 hours 11 minutes, is a harrowing elegy to war's brutality, set amidst Stalingrad's World War II ruins. Directed and co-written by Annaud, with a script by Annaud and Alain Goddard, it's based on William Craig's 1973 book Enemy at the Gates, The Battle for Stalingrad. Jude Law's Vasily Zaitsev, a Soviet sniper, duels Ed Harris's Major Erwin Koenig, a Wehrmacht sharpshooter, in a city reduced to ash. In the age of sequels, remakes, and reboots, we often find ourselves yearning for something a little more out of this world. Henry Cavill, who brought Geralt to life, has big plans for the Warhammer 40K universe, a project he's been diligently working on for a while. But, alas, it seems we're going to have to hold our horses a little longer. Yes, while Cavill's passion for the franchise is undeniable, the show's release is still in development purgatory, leaving us with nothing but our imagination. But don't worry, we've got your back. If you're itching for some grim dark action while we wait, there are 5 films you should definitely check out. George Miller's Mad Max, Fury Road, 2015, 2H, is a frenetic hymn to chaos, anthem to mayhem, breathing new life into the post-apocalyptic genre. Charlize Theron's A Fierce and Unstoppable Force escapes the clutches of the tyrannical warlord Immortan Joe, leading a convoy through a savage, dust-choked wasteland. This cinematic tour de force conjures the scorched, anarchic days of Terra before the rise of the Emperor, offering a gritty, uncivilized mirror to Warhammer 40K's early Earth. With Joseph Fiennes, Rachel Weisz, Bob Hoskins, Ron Perlman, Eva Mattis, Gabriel Marshall Thompson, and Matthias Habich, the film's apocalyptic aura mirrors Warhammer 40K's Astra Militarum, soldiers flung into war's maw, prodded by commissars. In battle's crucible, lives are but kindling, and this film's bleak truth resonates deeply. So, sit tight, and let's dive into this cinematic universe, while we wait for Cavill's Warhammer 40,000 to become a reality. Helmed by Paul Anderson, Event Horizon, 1997, 1 hour 36 minutes, is a cult horror gem that feels ripped from Warhammer 40K's darkest tomes. A crew investigates the titular spaceship, lost after breaching a wormhole, akin to 40K's Warp. Its influence on Games Workshop's Necromunda and Gorkamorka is undeniable, with characters exuding orcish zest for speed and scraps. For 40K fans, this film's relentless action is a love letter to the galaxy's untamed heart, a must-watch for its visceral glory. Mad Max, Fury Road can be rented on Apple TV. Fan theories often place Event Horizon within the early timeline of Warhammer 40K, and honestly, it's hard not to see why. The film's eerie descent into madness and its overwhelming sense of demonic dread are reminiscent of the grim, perilous universe of 40K. Simply put, set in 2047, a crew of astronauts is sent on a rescue mission after the missing spaceship, Event Horizon, unexpectedly reappears in orbit around Neptune. However, their search takes a chilling turn as they soon realize that a malevolent force has returned with it, bringing danger and dark secrets that were never meant to be uncovered. James Cameron's Aliens, 1986, 2 hours 17 minutes, transforms Aliens horror into pulse-pounding action, shaping 40K's DNA. Ellen Ripley, joined by Marines, confronts xenomorphs on LV-426, their hive a blueprint for 40K's Genestealers and Tyranids. Influencing Space Hulk, this film's claustrophobic carnage is pure 40K. It also features strong performances from Michael Biehn, Paul Reiser, Lance Henriksen, and Carrie Henn. A sci-fi titan, Aliens expanded its franchise's lore and remains a cornerstone for 40K fans, its relentless pace a thrilling echo of the galaxy's endless wars. Aliens is currently available on Hulu. Paul Verhoeven's Starship Troopers, 1997, 2 hours 9 minutes, is a sci-fi satire that's equal parts hilarity and horror. Johnny Rico and friends enlist to fight arachnids, only to find their heroic dreams crushed by reality's boot. Its authoritarian regime and bug wars echo 40K's Imperium and Tyranids, with a nod to Helldivers 2's roots. With an ensemble cast featuring Casper Van Dien, Dina Meyer, Denise Richards, Jake Busey, Neil Patrick Harris, Patrick Muldoon, and Michael Ironside, the film is a 40K fan's delight, blending action with a knowing wink at humanity's hubris. Starship Troopers is now streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Well, It seems like Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40K concept is already causing a stir. Fans are already dreaming up what this show could look like, with one particularly out-of-this-world fan-made trailer giving us a sneak peek of Cavill as a space marine. And if you thought the Man of Steel was tough, wait until you see him suited up for battle, ready to protect the Imperium with all the might of a guy who probably... Tyler Hoechlin has set up the perfect stage for James Gunn and David Corenswet Superman, but it's up to Gunn how he could make it work in 2025. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn is all set to show the world his version of Superman with a brand new actor donning the red cape, and the world is anticipating its release. Kal-El, Man of Steel, Superman, Clark Kent, the names are many, but the character is one. Over the years, a range of different actors brought the iconic superhero to life on our screens, receiving love and support from the audience. From the world of DC Comics, Superman is one of the most beloved characters in the whole world. The S that stands for hope has been a symbol of an optimistic, all-good hero who does not ever go wrong, except maybe a few times. 4 years down the line, the actor is immersed in the character of Clark Kent as the show saw many ups and downs with Kal-El. However, Superman and Lois is currently in its 4th and final season. Back in 2021, the world was introduced to Tyler Hoechlin in the role of Clark Kent, aka Superman in the CW show Superman and Lois. Having a different, but similar, take on the role of Superman, Hoechlin's portrayal was an optimistic, go-lucky character. Although it's a great plan, there might be one little problem with David Corenswet Superman that could ruin the whole thing. That problem was also faced by veteran director Zack Snyder, and his film found controversy. Gunn, on the other hand, has two choices. To quote Henry Cavill from Netflix's The Witcher, James Gunn can choose the lesser evil. This timeline coincides with James Gunn's Superman as the DCU director is getting closer and closer to the release of Superman 2025. In a way, Tyler Hoechlin's exit will set the stage for James Gunn to bring in David Corenswet Superman alongside the DCU. What many people missed out on was the fact that Cavill's Superman wasn't trained. He didn't exactly fight with supervillains and invaders every day while growing up. So when General Zod showed up, Henry Cavill's Superman chose the lesser evil by killing him. When Henry Cavill's Superman debuted in 2013 with Man of Steel, the film received mixed reviews. What the film did receive was a ton of controversies and hardcore fans questioning Superman's choice to kill General Zod at the end. James Gunn can choose the lesser evil of having Superman fall a few times only to rise up from the ashes, or he can create a happy-go-lucky guy who is all good with no depths. It's up to the veteran director to decide. At the moment of writing, James Gunn's Superman is set for a release date of July 11, 2025 in theaters. Superman and Lois is available to stream on Max in the US. What many people missed out on